Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Jimmy. Thank you so much for joining me today for yet another photography video. I'm here with my Fuji Xt2 with a 23mm lens on it. Highly recommended with this configuration. What are you digging these days? Leave your gear down below. I love to learn from you guys as well. Now, if you are curious as to how some people get their portraits so intentional with their focus, it just seems like they get it perfect every single time. Well, I have a set of tools in your menu that I think you should explore if you haven't already. Let's go into it right now. Turn on your camera, press Menu, OK, and then press the left arrow so that you're just navigating that left side column. Image quality is first. Press the down arrow to AF/MF, right? So what we're talking about is type of focusing, right? On autofocusing. So press the right arrow to explore the first page, and then you're going to go down to get to the second page. Now, the very first thing you see here is face eye detection setting. Mine is currently set to off. It'd be very interesting to see what yours is currently set to if you've never even had this before. Perhaps you bought your camera used. So let's turn this by pressing Menu OK. And as you can see, we have 5 options, including the face off, eye off, which is where mine was set to. We'll go over these all, but you can choose any one of these and play around with it. This is what I was getting to, that portrait photographers may choose to have just the face on, but no eye to really hone in on when focusing. You can also go to face on, eye auto. So the face is going to be favored when you're focusing on someone. You'll see how it works in a second. And it will also favor an eye, whatever the camera can pick up on. And there's a lot of factors that go into that. The next one is face on, right eye priority. Now, before I forget, they're talking about their right eye, not ours as a photographer, right? Which right eye is it? The other right. The other last one, of course, is the face is on, favored, and it's going to favor the left eye if it's facing you. So, of course, the last two are more purposeful if you're already posing them and you're pretty close up. We'll get into this in a second. But these are the tools that are available to you. And I wanted to go over this quickly first now so you can't accuse me of talking too much before getting to the point. So now that I've done that, let's blab on about the other stuff, and I hope this helps you. I have here my model who has graciously volunteered her time. She doesn't even blink. It's pretty amazing. You are good. All right. Lame joke. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn on the camera and make sure your ticker in the front here is set to S, not manual. If you have it set to manual focus, then you're not going to be using the automatic focusing, right? So keep it on S and press Menu, and let's choose AF/MF and go down to the second page for face on, eye off. Okay, bring up a model on your computer screen. And as you move your camera around, it has a green box that goes across the forehead and past the chin. It knows what a face is. How impressive is that? I'm literally getting every single shot. Let me review these really quick. When we take pictures of people, the camera knows that we want to focus on the face. The eyes and the face are the windows to the soul. What do people always say? Hey, my face is up here, right? Unless it's an artistic shot and you just want a corner of the elbow in focus, usually we want to see the face. That's how we relate to people. So why take the guess and just start taking shots and seeing what's in focus? Put it on facial priority and make it easy on yourself. Let's go to Menu again. Make sure to go press this so that you're in live mode again, and then press Menu so you can go to face eye detection setting. It should go to where you once left off. Press right arrow. I'm going to choose face on, eye auto. That's a pretty cool one. Half press the shutter button here to go into live view, and now we're ready to shoot again. Now you see the green box has once again appeared. And right now it's not in focus until I half press the shutter button and this little white box appeared around, in this case, the subject's right eye. Why the right eye? I don't know. It's auto. It's deciding which one to choose. Maybe it's stronger in that lighting at that particular time. As you move it around, it might even choose the other eye. But in this case, it's focusing on that eye. I have a little glare right now from the lighting on my computer screen, so that might be affecting it, right? It totally depends on your subject. It depends how close you are, all that put together. But as long as, in my case here, as long as I get the subject's face in focus, I'm happy, right? Especially if I got to do this quick. Let's go to menu again. I'm going to set to right eye priority. Now, right eye was pretty much what we had it before, except that was auto, but this time I'm purposely only going to look for this eye. Actually, I'm not going to do anything. The camera's going to do it all. And look how it just locks on to that right eye. Have press, focus, take that shot in aperture priority. Let me review that picture. It looks great. It really does. Is this cheating? I don't know if this makes it too easy. People from, a while back using cameras, they might be crapping their pants right now. This is really amazing stuff. Let's try the other eye. Go down to menu, press the right arrow, try left eye priority. Maybe the subject is facing with the left eye towards you a little bit, and you want to leave any chance to having this one picked over this one, right? And you're really up close. Maybe having a left eye priority makes your chances even stronger. Photography is not just about manipulating light, but your chances of getting the right shot involves taking a lot of pictures. So use a function that helps you get there. So I'm hovering over the face now. Boom, it locks on to the other eye, which I think makes more sense here. But then again, I'm all about using these tools in a way that it's not meant to be used for the sake of artistic approach. So use it the way you want to use it. Just keep in mind that for commercial settings, like if you're at a gala, for example, and you want to just take pictures of people at a conference or a wedding, sometimes you just need a shot of a person looking dead on, and the lighting's not so good. This can help you with that, okay? Now, let's go on to a different scenario. Now we're in a setting where we have multiple models. Keep in mind, the function in the camera is face, eye. So I thought, oh, it's just one face at a time. That's pretty good. But watch what happens when I choose face on eye auto. Let's just do that. Half press the shutter button, so I'm in live view now. It focuses on all four people at the same time. That's crazy. That's awesome. Don't you hate it when one person's nose is in focus and they're all out of whack? Of course, set them up in a way with the best possible chance for success. Have them lined up like this. You see how they're all kind of on the same plane? And yes, this may be an AI photo, but you get my point. Set it up so your camera has the best chance of giving you the best photo, and then have your camera hover over them and watch how it just knows they're all faces, and one may be favored a little bit more than the others. Half press and take that shot. It looks really good. I can just already picture myself using this at a birthday party where the kids are getting anxious and you can't keep them still for a second. All right, kids, group together. I just need a microsecond, and this function, I got the shot. You can confidently move on to the next one. You'll be sure to get your shots, especially if it's great lighting like this. Now, of course, they all have very good features where you can tell where their eyes are in focus and their mouth is very well pronounced. Keep in mind also, this person's wearing glasses. Now, this doesn't work too well with people who wear glasses that I've found, but it works well here. So maybe because it's a picture, not a real person. Also, your distance has a lot to do with it, right? If you're really far away, it may not work. If you're too close, it also may not work that well. So keep in mind what lens you're using and what the appropriate distance and settings should be. And this facial priority, left or right eye priority, should serve you very well. let's go on to my next thing. Let's take your ticker here and move it to C, which is a continuous type of focusing. So we already have one continuously type of focusing for the face. What happens if we layer that with continuously moving objects? That's a pretty cool idea, right? So like a train that moves continuously doesn't have a face. But what if we have a model that's slowly kind of moving predictably across your viewfinder like so, in one way, or towards you a little bit and moving back a little bit? This is going to help you with that. So now we have continuous focusing, and I'm going to set it to face on, eye off. Pretty cool. Let's try it. All right, I'm just hovering over it, not touching anything, and it's already got 3 of the people in focus here. It knows that I want to focus on these 3 people. I'm going to press the shutter button here. And as I move back and forth ever so slightly, I can feel the motor in the lens moving around. It's adjusting for the depth of field and the distance you're putting in between yourself and the sensor. Let me try that again. It grabs a few of the faces here. I'm even moving side to side a little bit. I mean, this is great for if you're shooting a subject for artistic purposes and they kind of have these micro movements as a model. This is exactly what you want to use it for. Now, it may use more battery power, that's for sure, but you have plenty of batteries, and it's all about creating that moment and having that shot all ready to go. So definitely try out that function combined with continuously focusing it. On that note, if you set it to manual, watch what happens. We press menu and we go down to MF, AF, MF like we did before. You'll see that face eye detection is off. It's not even selectable. It's grayed out. And as I mentioned, your settings are important when following along in menu dives because it's not even a selection anymore. Before I let you go, there's one more thing I want to show you, and that's going to the Q button here. If you press the quick menu, you can go down to this guy right here, and you can adjust this by moving the rear command dial, and you can see that it changes from face priority, probably no eye preference, and then we have an eye auto, then we have right eye priority, and then left eye priority. And then you can have it off completely if you don't care to have that little sensor come up. Again, if you're shooting pictures of your dog or the building, for example, this function will not work and it will not come up, so no need. If you like to focus on people and then other inanimate objects and your other pets, having this on is not a bad idea. Will it take up more battery power? Possibly. But I don't think that's a bad thing, and I think you'll have extra batteries on hand as a professional photographer or hobbyist, so that's not a problem. This is a great function to really get to know like the back of your hand. Just have it on face priority, and that is the function I think is best suited for everyone, because you can just have that on as you do street photography and as you're focusing on a building or some sort of landmark and you see a person doing an interesting thing like picking their nose, you can get that shot and get their face immediately, right? And it's going to be like a Swiss Army knife that it's always there for you and when it counts. As I said, shooting people's faces and getting that in focus is what's very important. It's what people really connect with through a computer screen nowadays as we view pictures. So shooting a building and then shooting a face and then missing that face is a missed opportunity. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys. Are you AI? I swear, this photography thing, I don't know what's going to happen. Everything's AI nowadays.